All right, the very first episode of Classic Who. Let's get into it. I love that it's like still a version of the same music. Someone mentioned that in the first episode of NuWho, and I think it's cool. I actually might like this better, though. I'm going to give this a real shot. This is so not what I normally watch. So please don't hate me if I don't like it. I am also definitely not going to critique it by today's standards, obviously. There it is. Okay, this noise is a little...
Oh, what's the trouble? Can I help?
Oh, it's one of the girls, Susan Foreman.
Susan Foreman? Oh, she your problem too?
Yes.
She lets her knowledge out a bit at a time so as not to embarrass me. That's what I feel about her. She knows more science than I'll ever know. She's a genius. Is that what she's doing with history?
Something like that. I had a talk with her and I told her she ought to specialize. Well, she seemed quite interested till I said I'd be willing to work with her at her home. Then she said that would be absolutely impossible as her grandfather didn't like strangers.
He's a doctor, isn't he?
Okay.
It's a bit of a lame excuse.
Well, I didn't pursue the point, but then recently her homework's been so bad.
Yes, I know.
Finally, I was so irritated with all her excuses, I decided to have a talk with this grandfather of hers and tell him to take some interest in her. Oh, Ian, do pay attention.
Sorry, you went along there one evening.
Well, there isn't anything there. It's just an old junkyard.
Well, you must have gone to the wrong place.
Well, that was the address the secretary gave me.
Is that the book you promised me?
Yes.
I'll return it tomorrow.
Oh, that's not necessary. Keep it until you've finished it.
I'll have finished it.
Is she an alien?
The truth is, we're both curious about Susan, and we won't be happy until we know some of the answers.
You can't just pass it off like that.
Can relate.
I thought I was just being a busybody. I'd go straight home. Well, I don't know how you explain the fact that a teenage girl does not know how many shillings there are in a pound. She said she thought we were on the decimal system.
Decimal system?
I'm sorry, Miss Wright.
Don't be silly, Susan. The United States has a decimal system. You know perfectly well that we do not.
Of course the decimal system hasn't started yet.
Suppose she couldn't be a foreigner. Doesn't make sense.
Hasn't started yet, huh?
Look, she is 15. She might be meeting a boy. Didn't that occur to you?
I almost hope she is.
What do you mean?
Well, it would be so wonderfully normal.
So, I mean, I guess earlier that she was an alien. I feel like that's self-explanatory given the name of the episode. Couldn't quite tell. Was that a mannequin? I like this music. I don't like that. Creepy. Way to be stealthy.
Well, use a match.
I haven't got any.
What's a match gonna do? It's not gonna light up hardly anything.
What, it's a police box? What on earth is he doing here? I feel it.
Is it warm? Or vibrating?
It's alive.
I feel like that's a weird word to say.
I've had enough. Let's go and find a policeman.
Yes, all right.
Is that her?
It's not her. Wait.
You mean the old man coughing? Is that her? So is this the doctor? I mean, I said her grandfather was a doctor.
One of our pupils, Susan Foreman, came into this yard.
Really? In here? Are you sure?
Yes. We saw her from across the street.
Didn't she just say, "There you are, grandfather"?
We heard a young girl's voice call out to you.
Your hearing must be very acute. I didn't hear anything.
It came from in here.
You imagined it.
Oh, she's in the police box. In the TARDIS. I'm assuming that's still called a TARDIS.
We saw her come in and we haven't seen her leave. Naturally, we're worried.
Hmm? Oh, I'm afraid it's none of my business. I suggest you leave here.
None of my business.
I think we'd better go and fetch a policeman.
Very well.
And you're coming with us.
Oh, am I? I don't think so, young man. You thought you saw a young girl into the yard. You imagine you heard her voice. You believe she might be in there. It's not very substantial, is it?
But why won't you help us?
Go and find a policeman.
Oh, you nip off quietly in the other direction.
Insulting.
He's creepy.
Come on, Barbara.
What are you doing out there?
She is in there!
Close the door, please.
Look at how, like, new and shiny it looks.
But it was just a telephone box.
Perhaps.
And this is your grandfather?
Yes?
So this doctor has a granddaughter. But is it actually?
You say you can't fit an enormous building into one of your smaller sitting rooms.
No.
But you've discovered television, haven't you?
Yes?
Then by showing an enormous building on your television screen, you can do what seemed impossible, couldn't you? I can see by your face that you're not certain. You don't understand. I knew you wouldn't. Never mind.
You have, like, vampire teeth.
What is going to happen to you? Don't tell everybody about the ship now.
Chip?
Yes, ship.
It moves?
The TARDIS can go anywhere.
TARDIS? I don't understand you, Susan.
Well, I made up the name TARDIS from the initials, time and relative dimension in space.
She's the one that nicknamed it the TARDIS?
A thing that looks like a police box standing in a junkyard. It can move anywhere in time and space.
Yes.
But that's ridiculous.
Why won't they believe us?
Well, how can we?
Now, don't get exasperated, Susan. Remember the Red Indian. When he saw the first steam train, his savage mind thought it an illusion too.
You're treating us like children.
Another time.
Susan and I are cut off from our own planet, without friends or protection. But one day, we shall get back.
I wonder why they can't go back.
Grandfather, let them go now, please.
No.
He can't keep us here.
Look, I love your school. The last 5 months have been the happiest of my life.
But you are one of us. You look like us. You sound like us.
Let's get out of here.
It's no use, you can't get out. He won't let you go.
This doctor is... He's creepy.
I don't touch it, it's live! Ian, what on earth do you think you're doing?
They're bound to make some sort of a complaint to the authorities, or at the very least, talk to their friends. If I do let them go, Susan, you realize, of course, we must go too.
Look, they're both kind people. Why wouldn't you trust them? All you've got to do is ask them to promise to keep our secret and...
It's out of the question.
I won't go, Grandfather. I'd rather eat the TARDIS than you.
Now you're being sentimental and childish.
No, I mean it.
Then you must go with them. I'll open the door.
Are you coming, Susan?
Oh, no, Grandfather, no!
Let me go. No! Get back to the ship, child!
It's the same noise. I mean, I feel like for the time period, that's actually kind of a cool little effect right there. He looks like disturbed. I feel like this might be going on a little long. Oh, that's the end. Interesting. Again, I don't know that it's something I can like super get into, but yeah, I actually kind of did enjoy that episode and I didn't really expect to. I am really, the doctor makes me very uncomfortable. And like, is that intention? Don't answer, but is that intentional? Like, is the doctor not necessarily supposed to be like wholly good in the beginning? Is he supposed to be a little creepy? Because he definitely was. But yeah, no, that was interesting. I like those two. I like the two teachers a lot more than I like expected to really like characters on this show. And I'm glad to see that like they went along for the ride. I'm assuming they're not dead. So I'm curious to see actually what happens with the next one. But yeah, again, I don't know that it's something I would stick with forever or see the whole way through. All right, so that's gonna wrap up this reaction. And not sure if I'm going to do any more just yet. We'll find out, but hopefully I'll see you in another video. Welcome to Season 1, Episode 2, Part 2 of An Unearthly Child for classic Doctor Who. Let's get into it. So there's the creature that I didn't get to see last time because it cut it off. Oh, it's not a creature.
Where is the fire Tsar makes?
In his hands.
My father made fire.
They killed him for it. It is better that we live as we have always done.
So are they back in time? I thought they were on another planet.
Tell me what my father did to make fire.
I never saw him make it.
They say it would be better for the stranger Cal to lead us. Where you sit all day rubbing your hands together while he brings us meat.
Without meat, we go hungry. Without fire, we die.
Not wrong.
We've left 1963.
Oh, yes, undoubtedly. 0, that's not right. I'm afraid this yearometer is not calculating properly.
No, I think it is.
Barbara, you don't believe all this nonsense.
Oh, look at the scanner screen.
Yes, look up there.
I'm going to need you to catch up, Ian.
You mean that's what we'll see when we go outside?
Yes, you'll see it for yourself.
I don't believe it.
You really are a stubborn young man, aren't you?
All right, show me some proof.
Go outside.
What concrete evidence would satisfy you?
Go outside.
So sure, Ian.
Yes, I know.
And
but...
remember the difference between the outside of the police box and the inside.
Yes, I know. But are you going to open the doors or
No.
You see?
Not until I'm quite sure it's safe to do so.
Makes sense.
Time doesn't go round and round in circles. You can't get on and off whenever you like in the past or the
If
future.
you've seen The Good Place, him saying that just made Jeremy Bearimy pop into my head.
Barbara, you can't.
I can't help it. I just believe them, that's
If you
all.
could touch the alien sand and hear the cries of strange birds in another sky, would that satisfy you?
Yes.
Would it, though? I'm still really impressed by this set. Good for you, Barbara.
There must be some explanation.
Yeah, the one they've given you.
It's still a police box. Why hasn't it changed? Dear, dear. How very disturbing.
It was supposed to have changed and not be a police box anymore? That bird's making me feel like I'm at the beach. Is he Cal? Well, was that the one's name? The other one who brings the meat?
Should have changed. Wonder why it hasn't happened this time.
Okay.
Yes, it's been an ionic column and a sedan chair.
Disguising itself wherever it goes.
Yes, that's right. But it hasn't happened this time.
Huh.
Wonder if this old headed help grandfather. Where is he?
Was he taken?
I was wrong, wasn't I?
Oh, look, I don't understand it any more than you do. Even some of the things Dr. Foreman says.
That's not his name. Who is he? Doctor Who? Perhaps if we knew his name, we might have a clue to all this.
Okay, so he hasn't been taken. Okay, so I think now he's been taken.
Grandfather, where are you?
Susan, don't panic.
I must find him.
Susan!
I must see.
Well, be careful then.
Ian, look. Well, maybe he saw something and went off to investigate.
Perhaps he was excited and went off to investigate something as you suggest, but...
Come on, Barbara, you're smarter than that.
Something terrible's happened to him. I know we must find him.
Sorry, I'm just smiling at like the acting. Just all the overacting that happened back then. Okay, so it's like a game.
Carol says, he says Orb will soon show him how it is done. He says Orb only shows the secret to the leader.
So he's making a play for it.
I am the son of the great firemaker.
I don't know why, but this entire time he's been giving me Randy Quaid vibes.
I will have to spill some blood and make people bow to me. This is a strange creature. There was a strange tree, the creature was in it. Tsar would have run away had he seen it. And I, Cal, carried him here.
His throat is like moving a ton.
You will rub your hands together and hold them to the dry sticks and ask Orb to send you fire.
So, like, why would they not have shared this knowledge with a bunch of people just in case? Like, you wouldn't want one person to have this knowledge. I mean, I get like you'd want to have that information so you could stay in power, but also anything can happen at any time, and then all your people die.
Cal has been with us too long. It is time he died.
That escalated quickly.
I will make my creature make fire. I will take him to the Cave of Skulls.
Oh, he's sitting up now.
Take me back to my ship, and I will make fire for you. All the fire you want.
Tsar does not tell you lies. He does not say, I will make you warm, and then leave you to the dark.
This scene is going on so long.
Make fire!
You are trapped in your own lies, Cal.
I cannot make fire!
Let the old man die.
He's like, excuse me? No, let's not do that either.
Will I kill you now? And we'll take the big town to hunt for us. It's good to have someone to laugh at.
Oh, she caught up. Dang. She went from 0 to 100 real quick.
If he dies, there will be no fire.
He's protecting him. The doctor doesn't seem as manic in this one. Like, he doesn't seem as, like, creepy. I don't like the way he's looking at her.
Gila! Wait! We cannot kill off our enemies! Take them to the Cave of Skulls.
Oh, this isn't the Cave of Skulls. Okay. Barbara didn't even try to fight.
The woman is mine. My daughter is for the leader of the tribe.
Tsar will be a strong leader of many men. If you give me to him, he will remember and always give you meat.
Fire will kill us all in the end. You should have killed the 4 strangers.
I have said we will wait until Orb shines again. Then they die.
She's creepy. Yep, this seems more like the Cave of Skulls.
All right. Did they hurt you?
No. Ian, I'm frightened.
Try and hang on.
I hope you get yourself free, Chesterton.
Why is she coughing so much and nobody else is?
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I'm desperate.
Oh, don't blame yourself, Grandfather.
Look at that. Look at it.
They're all the same. They've been split open.
Oh no! That was a quick episode. Okay. All right. Well, I'm intrigued. That whole like middle scene with Cal, I think his name, and Za, like that went on for a really long time, and they kept just kind of like repeating things over and over again. So I feel like that scene could have been cut in like half. But beyond that, I'm still really into this, especially now. Like they've left it off on a pretty good cliffhanger, and I want to see what happens next. So I'm going to go ahead and watch that one. I do have a Patreon. The link is in the description, where you can get full reactions, early reactions, bonus reactions, exclusive reactions, all the things. And then, of course, if you're watching this on Patreon, thank you so much. And yeah, hopefully I will see you in another video. Welcome to Classic Who, Season 1, Episode 3, which is Part 3 of An Unearthly Child. Let's get into it. It's the old lady. The fire is going to kill us all one. Forest of Fear. Okay, so we had a cave and now we have a forest.
I found another piece with a rough edge.
Oh, thank you.
As morbid as it sounds, I bet a few of those skulls are probably pretty sharp if you want to bust them up.
There's air coming in here from somewhere.
Yes, there is.
It may only be a small opening. Don't count on it.
Oh, you obviously are.
Of course I am. Any hope is better than none.
Can't blame him.
Well, no, don't waste time. Try those bones. Say, maybe they're sharper, perhaps.
See?
We must all take it in turns and try and cut his hands free.
Oh, surely we should get the girls...
No, we've got to free you first. You're the strongest, and you may have to defend us.
Smart. She's not gonna be able to push that giant rock. Does she know another way in? Wherever the air's coming from? Are these the strongest
Susan.
whatever? I can't be rope in the entire world. What did they tie him up with?
Try and remember, if you can, how you and the others found your way here.
Yes, I'll try.
That's true, because he doesn't know how they got
You're
there.
trying to help me.
Well, fear makes companions of all of us. That's right.
I never once thought you were afraid.
I saw the old woman take your knife. She is going to kill the strangers.
If I stop her from killing them, they will give fire to me and not to Cal.
So why don't we sit here talking about it forever?
The woman could not have gone into the cave. The great stone is still there. Why do you tell me this?
No! Not the old witch!
The old woman is talking to them.
I will set you free if you will go away and not make fire.
No! We cannot move the great stone.
I will move it.
Hurry! Hurry! You must go across the top and into the tree.
Yes.
Set them free!
We're supposed to assume that she just died? No, she's still moaning.
These will kill them. They will kill us if we follow.
Okay.
We can't stop here. Just a moment. Look, we've got to go further
I
on.
know that. I must get free. I must breathe.
Try.
Maybe get out of his face then.
Are you sure this is the right way?
Yes, I think so.
I can't remember. I simply can't remember.
We're free, Barbara. Think about that. Free.
Yes.
That's what you want to hear. The screeching wasn't bad enough.
Don't keep on looking upon me as the weakest link of the party.
What's the matter?
It was something over there in the bushes.
Oh, what nonsense.
The bushes moved. I saw them. Oh, we're never going to get out of this awful place. Never. Do you think you could have been run from
Oh, sheer nonsense, child. Imagination.
Barbara, no, we won't.
Make more noise.
Ian, what's happening to us?
Look, Barbara. We got out of the cave, didn't we?
We'll rest for a couple of minutes.
Oh, good. Is there any chance of them following?
I expect so.
Yeah.
If there were only two of us, you could find your own way back to the ship.
Aren't you a tiresome young man?
And you're a stubborn old man. But you'll lead. The girl's in between, and I'll bring up the rear. Because that's the safest way.
Just laughing at the little camera jerk there.
Why are you so confident about it?
I won't allow myself to be frightened out of my wits by mere shadows at all.
All right.
I mean, you don't have to be frightened out of your wits, but you can still acknowledge that there's probably creatures in there.
They are near. That was one of the women.
Yes, she's just been killed. By a larger animal, too.
Barbara's out of her wits. Susan's petting the damn thing.
That must be them.
So, is that the end of Za?
Barbara, come on.
I think he
dead. There isn't any danger. No! I'm being killed!
Susan! Your flat must be littered with stray cats and dogs.
These are human beings, Ian.
You help them.
It's not going to work like this. How about giving us a hand, Doctor?
He's always like this if he doesn't get his own way. Oh, the old woman won't give us away.
Just say, if you help, it'll go faster.
Let you out me.
What are you doing?
Well, I was going to get him to draw our way back to the TARDIS.
Sure.
She will tell.
She won't if she's dead. Well, clearly he didn't think she was dead, so he didn't do it.
Za and her came to free them. The old woman saw them.
So he did do it.
Kill the old woman. It must have been as your eyes said it was. Za has gone with them. Now, I, Cal, lead. Go!
The TARDIS! There's the TARDIS!
Back!
Well, they got there fast. These episodes are so short. I definitely did like this one better than the last one. Only because the last one felt like half the episode was just that one scene. Still into it, surprisingly. I will say I am kind of ready to wrap this story up, though, and like just experience something different on the show. But these episodes go so fast, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, all right. Let's go ahead and I'm going to record the next one, so I will wrap this up. Don't forget that I have a Patreon where you can get full reactions, early reactions, exclusive bonus, all the things. And the link for that is in the description, unless, of course, you are watching this on Patreon, in which case, thank you so much. And hopefully I will see you in another video. Welcome to episode 4, season 1 of Classic Doctor Who. We are in the final part of An Unearthly Child. Let's get into it. They're back in the cave. They were so close.
Za and the woman went with them. I, Cal, stop them.
I am real over this guy.
The old woman does not speak. She does not say she did this or did that. The old woman is dead. Za, kill the old woman.
No!
Za, kill the old woman with his knife. Here is a knife he killed her with.
This knife has no blood on it. I said this knife has no blood on it.
It is a bad knife. It does not show the things it does.
It is a finer knife than yours.
My Cal says it's a bad knife.
This knife can cut. I have never seen a better knife.
I will show you one.
This knife shows what it has done. There is blood on it. Who killed the old woman?
I did not kill her.
You killed the old woman.
She set them free. She set them free.
He caved real quick.
We'll kill you all. No, hold. Follow my example.
Drive him out! He killed the old woman!
Take them to the Cave of Skulls. Take us back to the desert, and we will make fire for you.
They saved your life. And then just helped you get rid of Cal.
They are inside the cave. You see them come out. Kill them.
They just saved your life.
Tell me what happened after I fought the beast in the forest.
Oh, does he not remember?
He told me his name.
Name?
His name is Friend.
The young one whose name is Friend.
I've been thinking this since episode 2. They did a really good job with their teeth.
They are a tribe who know how fire is made, but they do not want to tell us.
They have told you several times if you just take them back, they will.
Here are some leaves and
Thank
some
you.
dead grass.
Yes, well, spread them round the hole.
They're going to try to make fire.
It's burning! It's burning!
Is it though?
The tribe say you are from Orb, and that when you are returned to him on the Stone of Death, we will have fire again.
But that's not true.
No Stone of Death.
We are making fire for you.
I am watching.
The whole tribe should be watching. Everyone should know how to make fire.
Everyone cannot be leader.
No.
Fire.
He is so close to that.
Tsar is no leader.
I would kill you if he could hear you. He's talking now with them in the Cave of Skulls. You should lie on the old stone till your blood runs into the earth.
That's your father. Is Cal gonna come and get him? Yeah. What was the light? Is it supposed to be like light from the fire? Whatever works. People don't bite enough in fights and movies. Or TV shows, I guess. The picture quality is so degraded, I can't even necessarily tell who's who. Okay.
Orb is above us, and there is no fire. Bring them out from the Cave of Skulls, and Tsar as well.
Except they're gonna go in there and see that there's fire.
You, stay here.
We will come with you.
No, you stay here.
I will come with you.
What the hell was that? There was a bubble in the fire. I want to know what happened there. Is it just on the film?
What's the new tribe? They must be here when I return.
I'm pretty sure this is the last episode in this story. There's a lot that's gotta happen and not very much time. Are they gonna set themselves on fire? They're getting awfully close.
The doctor found a stone with a hole in it, and they filled it with water.
All the comforts of home.
I remember somebody saying that they left in flubbed lines and stuff. That was definitely one of them.
They have brought you fruit, and water has been put into a stone.
They're ignoring him. Is she gonna set it on fire?
Grandfather, look! It's almost alive!
We're going to make 4 torches. And then, to all intents and purposes, we're going to die.
But how are you gonna get away still? Well, that's one way to do it.
It is nothing but fire and the bones of the dead.
What did you think it was? You can tell that it was soft when she ran on it. Yeah, it's just weird the way fire shows up on this film. It's kind of cool. I wonder why though. I don't know enough about it. I don't know anything about old film. Other than it was highly flammable. That's about all I know about old film.
Did you try and take us back to our own time?
Well, I got you away from that other time, didn't I?
That isn't what I asked you.
It's the only way I can answer you, young man. Now, was to see. It could be anywhere. Dear. It's no help to us at all. Now, what does the radiation read, Susan?
It's reading normal, Grandfather.
Is it gonna spike? Yeah. Okay, So that's the end of An Unearthly Child. I believe, I think. Let me actually double check that. I think it was only 4 parts. Yes, next is the Daleks, which I am planning on watching since it's their first one. Okay, so one, I can see why the show wasn't an instant success and why, you know, it wasn't doing so well until the Daleks came in. But I still was into it more than I expected to be. It's just that particular story, I feel like, was about 2 episodes too long. We could have had the first one where we find out about Susan and the doctor, and then we could have had 1 episode with, this tribe, and then we could have moved on. But yeah, no, I definitely was into it more than I expected, but I am excited now to see something different. I'm excited to see a different story, and I'm excited to learn more about the Daleks. So yeah. Not much to say here other than what I've already said. I just, I'm surprised by how much I was into it. It's not, yeah, obviously the effects and stuff are definitely outdated, but I have been impressed. And like the quality of the footage is obviously lacking, which again makes sense. That's honestly the thing I'm having a harder time with than like the effects and that sort of thing. It's just like, because honestly it's kind of hard for me to see with it being black and white and being so degraded, and a lot of it being dark anyways, and then I have like these bright ring lights in my eyes. It's a little bit hard for me sometimes to like see exactly what's happening, to tell what's happening, and it gets like a little blurry. So that honestly is the thing I'm struggling with the most. The acting is laughable at times, totally understandable. Like, it's not taking away from the experience. It's not, I'm not like enjoying it any less. And you can see like when Susan ran through, you could tell that like the ground was like really soft because they had a mat there or whatever for Barbara to fall on. Again, I'm totally fine with all that stuff. It does not take away. I still, and even though I pointed out, I still like the episode. I can be very, very forgiving when there's a reason to be, and just the age of this is the reason. But as far as like the actual story and stuff and the characters, yeah, I like it. Susan's definitely a bit dramatic. The actress is a bit of an overactor, but everyone else is pretty good, and I'm glad the doctor has definitely at least appeared to calm down a little bit. He's no Christopher Eccleston, but he's not creepy like he was in the first episode, so that's good. We seem to have stepped away from the creep factor. So I do like that. But yeah, that's kind of it. All right. I'm not sure when I'm going to record or release the Daleks. I think sooner rather than later, though. I'm excited to keep going with this. All right, that's going to wrap this one up. Don't forget that I have a Patreon where you can get full reactions, early reactions, exclusive bonus, all the things. And the link is in the description for this video if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on Patreon, thank you so, so much. And hopefully I will see you in another video.